Equal Parts 2 video for the bar model problems. As in our first video, we're going to work out the first problem together. So as I solve it, you should also be solving it on your worksheet. Then you will pause the video, work on the second problem on your own, return to the video to check your work. And then you will work on the third problem at home on your own, and we will go over it in class. Here is the first problem. Alex is 3 times as old as Mark. Carl is 5 years older than Mark. If their total age is 80 years, how much older is Alex than Carl? So with all of our bar model problems, what we want to do is take what we know, make a picture of it, and then it should become apparent to us how to solve it. Oftentimes in math, it's a matter of taking what we have and making it look like something we know how to solve. So let's do it. We have 3 boys here, Alex, Mark, and Carl. Alex, Mark, and Carl. Now let's record what we know. Alex is 3 times as old as Mark. So let's let our equal part here represent Mark's age. Alex is now 3 times as old as Mark. So Alex needs to be 3 of those parts because he's 3 times as old as Mark. Carl is 5 years older than Mark. So this would be Mark, and Carl is 5 years older. So we're putting like a +5 on his age. Now we know also that their total age is 80 years. When you add up Alex, Mark, and Carl's ages, you get 80 years. Okay, so let's look at this problem. You will see that we have 5 equal parts here. And then we have this random 5 here. And we know that they all add up to 80 years. So what we really have is 5 of these equal parts, 5 of those, 5 times whatever that is, plus an extra 5, and that equals 80. Okay, so we might be able to deduce here then that this must be 75. 5 of these must be 75, so 75 plus 5 would be 80. So now we can divide 75 by the 5, and you might know this in your head. If not, work it out. 15. So each of these parts represents 15 years of age. Okay, so now maybe we can answer our question. The question is, how much older is Alex than Carl? So let's figure out, Alex and Carl. So let's figure out their ages. So Carl here would be 15 plus 5, because each of these parts is 15. So he is 20. And then Alex would be 15 plus 15 is 30, plus 15 is 45. So the question, how much older is Alex than Carl? Looks like Alex is 25 years older than Carl. So then write out the whole sentence. Alex is 25 years older than Carl. Okay, so now pause the video, work on the second problem, and then come back. Here we are with the second problem. All right, let me read it. Tommy, Jeff, and Lucy had 650 baseball cards. Tommy had 3 times as many baseball cards as Lucy. Lucy had 50 fewer baseball cards than Jeff. How many baseball cards did Tommy and Lucy have together? Okay, so we have 3 quantities we want to keep track of. We want to keep track of Tommy's cards and Jeff's cards and Lucy's cards. Okay, so let's record what we know. Tommy had 3 times as many cards as Lucy. So let's have our part represent Lucy's quantity. Tommy has 3 times as many. So make Tommy 3 times as long as Lucy. There we go. Now, Lucy had 50 fewer baseball cards than Jeff. So that means Jeff had 50 more. So what we want to do is add that 50 onto Jeff because he has 50 more than Lucy. So now I'm going to just mark my equal parts so you can see which ones are equal. What else do I know? I have another piece of information. Tommy, Jeff, and Lucy had 650 baseball cards. So all together they have 650 baseball cards. Now I can try to figure out what quantity is represented by each of my equal parts. What I have here again is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal parts plus 50 is 650. So I can think that these must be 600 because 600 plus 50 would be 650. So if I take 600 and I divide it by the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal parts, again, you could maybe do this in your head. If not, work it out like I am doing, and you get 120. So each equal part represents 120 baseball cards. So now we can go back to see what our question was asking. How many baseball cards did Tommy and Lucy have together? So we want Tommy and Lucy. Lucy just has that one equal part, so she has 120. Tommy has 120 times 3 because he's got 3 of those parts. So that would be 360. So if we add 360 and 120, we will get 480. So we would write Tommy and Lucy had 480 baseball cards together. And that is our answer. Go ahead and work on the last problem on your own.